reason why this situation in Israel is so important for us to be watching. Not only is it that we know the hour, but we see all the military might heading in one direction. And it's almost as I said a couple weeks ago, we all study different, I'm going to say, timeologies to know the time, but we're all heading in the same, and we're all going to come to the same point. Same way with this war. China, United States, everybody's sending heavies over to the Middle East, just as Bible predicted. Now, why is that important for us as the church? So that we know what hour that shofar is going to blow from heaven. Not just me, folks. There are tons of folks on YouTube that I'm running across talking about the same exact thing. Mentioning the same exact situation, folks. That there is about to be a shout from heaven. Because, and again, that scripture is so important in Joel chapter 3, gathering the heathens in the valley of Jehoshaphat, in the valley of decision. China. Notice the number on that. Sent 6. 6 warships. So it's not just when you're watching this stuff and you see it, pay attention a little deeper. Okay? Pay attention just a tad bit, little bit deeper to some of the stuff that's being projected out there. When you move all of this military might, when you move all these heavies, you're not going to turn around and go back home in a couple days. These people who are headed to war have left families. They said that the naval, our side of things, they were serving them lobster and steak as to be their great big last meal before they put them out there to battle. They say anytime you see stuff like that being given to the military, to the soldiers, that means, okay, this might be your last. This is where we are, folks. This is why we know. Now, again, Bible says that we are not appointed to wrath, right? But to obtain salvation. Every player involved, Iran got nukes now, their sanctions had expired. Okay, so now they are free to buy and sell military weapons. What did I say before? This has always been about the do-re-mi, the money. Countries go broke, and some countries make millions and billions of dollars selling weapons, and they all selling them to each other. This is the thing that ain't nobody really looking at. They're all selling them to each other. What was that movie that Nicolas Cage made, God of War, selling weapons on the black market? What was that movie that Stallone made, Expendables? Mel Gibson was also a arms dealer, selling weapons to enemies of the enemies. That's what this is all about. Just selling weapons, just selling death. And as I said before, one thing that ain't been talked about lately is the pestilence and the needle. They've been pushed at. Ukraine been on the low as well. This is the main event, folks. This is the main event. And if you don't understand what the main event is all about, well, you know, I pray that you get you some understanding. Because we in the main event. They not pushing all this stuff over to the Middle East just to turn around and go back home like ain't nothing happening. Once you go this far, and there's no peace talks. We're past peace talks. Okay? Heavies that large. We talking about warships. We are sending warships with nuclear reactors. And plenty of planes. So when when you pull out all these toys, okay, we not just doing a show and tell, even though they say, oh, it's just a deterrent. No, it's not. They're using all this wording because they don't want people to panic. But it's too late. But here's the other thing. A lot of people are so desensitized that it ain't going to make no difference until one of them bombs drop in your backyard, like it's been happening with them over there. So I truly believe, just as Egypt went at the last minute across the bottom of the Red Sea and Pharaoh chased behind them, it's going to be the same situation here. It's going to be the same situation. Those nukes go up, I truly believe, and I'm not the only one. Hear me what I'm saying. I'm not the only one. Channel 1 may not be back up by the time we get up out of here. I hope and pray that happens. But I truly believe until God takes his hand off of this thing, he is calling us and everybody in the street to warn folks, to get them right with his son before the departure happens. And he knows exactly at what point and what time 1 Thessalonians 4, 16 and 17 is going to happen. He knows the exact point. And he's not going to stop the nukes from going up once they go up. You know what I mean? There's a certain point to where he already knows when they're going to push them buttons and when they're going to go up. Why have they delayed the ground invasion? Some people say that they delayed the ground invasion because China is on their way. And they want to wait till the U.S. military gets on their way. So we have a delay. This is back again, the valley of decision. People are making decisions on who's going to make the first move. The Bible is alive and well, folks. So let's remember that. And again, if you get in the comment section and you say God ain't coming back for his people, we know that you're not saved. We know that you're not a believer. You're a mocker and a scoffer. You're a CIA agent. You are a cockroach in the comment section. Just when you think you get rid of them jokers, they pop up like fleas and ticks. But them fleas and ticks and cockroaches gonna be left here scurrying, trying to figure out what happened. God be with you. May God be with you. Peace.